In this video, I want to share my thoughts on whether a man should pursue a woman and what the biggest mistake many men make when trying to build a relationship. Probably every male has heard that man is the hunter and woman is the prey that must be conquered with one's hunting skills. You know, like running after her really fast or setting out bait, if you're more into fishing, that is. Translating from metaphorical language into plain English, what this means is that for a man to win over a woman, he needs to resort to all sorts of tricks, and there's no guarantee any of that effort will pay off. To demonstrate why, in my opinion, the question, should you pursue a woman, shouldn't even be asked. Let's imagine this situation. Picture a woman trying to get to know you, someone you're not initially attracted to, neither in looks nor personality. Well, tastes differ. You politely turn her down, but she doesn't take no for an answer and keeps pressuring you. I don't think many men in that situation would suddenly think, you know what? This woman is actually pretty great. Maybe I should give her a chance. You have to admit, that sounds like a joke, not real life at all. On the flip side, if a woman who meets all your standards approaches you, would you really turn her away? The exact same logic applies if you swap the roles of the man and the woman in the scenario I just described. But there are nuances here, too. First, many women, unlike men, are convinced that they should be pursued. And many men who aren't familiar with how this works accept that premise and play along. And in my opinion, that is precisely the biggest mistake a man can make at this stage. Let me emphasize, all these games of pursuit are only relevant if the woman wasn't really interested in the man from the start. If a woman feels attracted to a man from the start, her emotions take the lead and all those rules simply disappear. As if by magic, there's no need for anyone to chase anyone. In that case, the woman might even take more initiative in communicating. How do women who believe they should be pursued justify their stance? Often they say they want to test a suitor's sincerity and persistence. However, in my opinion, that's not really it. What you have to understand is that the person doing the pursuing will always be seen as less valuable than the person being pursued, and this has nothing to do with gender. In the context of our topic, that means your value will drop while hers rises, and the longer it goes on, the more that gap widens. It's also worth mentioning that there are women who knowingly receive various favors from a man, using the excuse that they need to be won over. And as you can imagine, that process can drag on for a very, very long time. To every man, I wish that you find a woman with whom you share mutual attraction, and with whom there's no need for these kinds of pursuit games. That is, of course, assuming you even feel such a need in the first place.